personal level and being able to throw your ideas out there without thinking, okay, this is my head coach, it might get shot down. So you build your confidence a little bit because you're able to work that idea out with your mentor and just make it sound better as you present it to your head coach and your staff. It made me think that it is okay to be told no, and it is okay for your ideas not to work, but that your confidence has got to be the same every time you present something or every time you're teaching your team something new. You've got to carry the same kind of confidence throughout the whole time in order for it to grow, but also to understand that things aren't always going to be approved, or you might not always get the yeses that you're looking for. And so I feel like it's definitely built how I am and how I approach situations, and it's made me feel less nervous to present ideas and to put my input in there, because regardless, that's going to help me take a step forward than staying comfortable. It allows a room of comfortability. So you're able to take an idea that maybe you aren't so sure about, or maybe it's completely different than the approach that your head coach would take, and you can present it to your mentor. You can ask your mentor or have them give their insight, because they're very knowledgeable coaches, or, were previous coaches. And like I said,
basically to something different. And honestly, I was just scanning Twitter, and I've been listening to the Rising Coaches podcasts, and I was scanning Twitter, and I saw it on one of the feeds, and I just decided to click on it, and I obviously met up with you. And then from there, we went, and it's been a great experience so far. Like, I can't tell you that I was ever going to be able to meet the people that I've met in basically one short month. And when I talk to him, he doesn't talk to me like I'm a high school coach and he's a G League coach. It's very, we bounce ideas off of each other. He shows me his stuff, and he tries to say, hey, man, relate this to what you can do at high school. And it's one great thing he told me was relate what I do with agents, because like agents are like parents, and I thought that was really good. Like last group session, I had a GA in there. He was from Memphis. We had another coach that was a head women's coach, and we had another coach that was an assistant at a community college. And it's so cool to see everybody's different level and how they handle players, how they handle their program, how they handle their budgets. Because like you said, not everybody has the same thing. So it's like, how do you utilize all that? And to see what an NBA person does, to see what a Division I or Division II head coach does. And then just to see different spectrums, because in the men's and the women's game, it's different. And you can always utilize that to make yourself better. It's like there's such a broad spectrum and so many ideas out there to get it. So it's, for me to recommend it, it's invaluable. Like, this is so much better than ever going to a clinic and sitting there and just watching somebody give their drills to me. I mean, and I really mean that. Like, out there, why don't we all share it? And why don't we all talk to people? Why don't we all get better connections? And it's something that you don't have to go to the Final Four for. Because I think that's what everybody thinks is like, oh, I go to the Final Four and meet everybody and get my next job. And it's just like, honestly, you might meet somebody here that opens up your job in a month. It might open up a new opportunity for you in a year or 5 years from now. And I think that's what is most invaluable.
Steer me in, the right direction, or if I am already in the right direction, take that next step that I would like to take. Having somebody there by my side who kind of tries to give me direction. So that was the main reason for me. And it was actually, the great thing about it was too that I was searching for something like this, and then it popped up right there on Rising Coaches, right on my front steps, basically.
To learn from people that have been in coaching, that have made mistakes, that have done things at the highest levels, at the lowest levels, whatever it is, and they help you understand what the business is all about. And then being able to take that information to apply it no matter where you are, I think is valuable. So it's something that I think all coaches should do. Having a mentor in your life, or having a couple of mentors in your life, whatever it is valuable, and it's something that is big for not only coaching, but no matter what you do in life. Is helping me grow in many different facets. The biggest thing is it's challenging me. It's challenging me to think outside the box, to think of different solutions to help the program, help myself personally, professionally. So working with no one individual, whether it's coaching, whether it's business, no matter what platform of work that you're in, no one makes it by themselves. So I think being able to have people that help you get through the coaching profession is huge. Not that they're going to give you a free pass, because no one in life should get a free pass ever. But they're going to help you, and they're going to be there for you when you have questions, when you have issues that come up. They're going to help you through them, and then they're always going to keep it real with you. They're not going to sugarcoat it. They're not going to lie to you about stuff. They're going to tell you the examples and the experiences that they've had in their life. And at the end of the day, like if you want to be a successful coach in this profession, the only thing you can do is learn from people that have done. Rising Coaches does a great job of doing that. They have a platform that's unmatched, like anyone else out there, and being able to provide 7, 8, 9, 10 mentors to a group of people is unbelievable. Especially people that of the quality and experiences that the mentors have had in the game of basketball. It doesn't matter the price, because nothing in life is free. If you want to invest in yourself, it's something that you have to do. And I think it's a game changer for anyone that wants to be in this profession and then ultimately stay in the profession for a long period of time.
Different stressors and different problems that no matter what level you have as an assistant coach, you're going to have a lot of the same problems of, like how to discuss things with your head coach, how to take things from the head coach down to the players, from the players up to the head coach, maybe like the rest of your staff to the head coach. And like that stuff to me is like invaluable, because like that stuff's not really talked about a ton. And it's really helped me just kind of approach how I want to do things. It made me think, and it's been awesome so far. Kind of crazy, like you see a NBA assistant coach text you, or like, and like he genuinely cares, like, and is like remembering everything you've talked about. It's still a little surreal at times, because you see him on TV and you do that, and it's just like, well, like he's not going to care about some guy that's a D3 assistant and stuff. But like, there's like a realness to it where, I mean, he texts me and like we're, like having back and forth conversations, and then, he takes a ton of time for me when we do our Zoom calls or whatever, and just like we're having a legit conversation for 90 minutes, and it's not like he's, disengaged. Like he's totally engaged, taking notes and remembers things we talked about from past calls. So I just think that like that part of it to me is so cool, because there's a lot of people in coaching that aren't real, and it's just been such a real experience that it's kind of blown my mind. The biggest thing why I would recommend it is just the fact that it's always good to learn from people better than you with different experiences. Like you can put your money to a lot of different things. Like there's clinics and there's, all these Zoom stuff going on, but the level of detail and the level of insight I've gained from the mentorship has been better than any clinic I've ever attended. Like every time I talk, we have our Zoom talk with him, it's 90 minutes of a one-on-one clinic where I can ask any question to one of the best coaches in the world, and that's something that, I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'd pay way more for, because it's just that access and availability. It's unbelievable. So I think, having a mentor, having someone you can kind of lean on as a coach trying to grow and get better is really important for all of us. And having someone that genuinely does care about your development and having the right mentor is one of the biggest things that, like, I don't even know if I realized how important it was to have something like that until I've done this program.